Sweet intro man, happy weekend. Can you take a look at cake please sir, surfer?
You want cake? Yeah, well, look, cake. Thanks, Nick, man, for the contribution before I can even say something. Hello, traders. Welcome to the Friday evening stream where I'm a little late, but believe me, I have not been doing nothing, right? So, anyway, so yeah, Bitcoin broke the channel, right? It broke the upsloping support, as you can see pictured, and that's okay. Even spent a little time back testing it seems, right? But what it's just not a huge deal of a break down, and you have a lot of support at lower prices, 57.5 to 58.4. Look left. When you're scared, look left. There's a lot of support here. I mean, like you're holding 60K, like, which could be considered maybe a support. March 19th and April 2nd, two peaks could become a valley. I'm gonna sneeze on. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about the sneeze. Oh, you didn't even hear it, so don't worry about it. All right, so there's some support, but there's stronger. The strongest of strong supports, even lower. So things still don't go well for Bitcoin. That's okay. It can keep selling off and no big deal. Like, I think the area of cutoff where you gotta kind of start being a little concerned because the asset could be making a much deeper retrace would be if Bitcoin ever breaks below 57,456. That's your level. That's the area to have your eye on. Yeah, that's it. Like, I'll just make sure you see extremely notable area that should not be ignored, and you're not even touching it. You're not even, I mean, you're kind of there close to it, but not really. You still got thousands of dollars if you ever want to get down there, but you may never touch it or test it, right? Because maybe the weaker 60K holds. So I don't know, man. It's like, it's the weekend. Bitcoin ran up, from we're talking 3 weeks. Bitcoin appreciated in value 62%. It broke all-time highs, and okay, wow, that pullback's happened, dude. The only people that are scared or are feeling bad or whatever about Bitcoin right now are those that bought very, very high, too high, not strategically entering Bitcoin at all. They just bought at premium, and now they're scared. And it's like, there's nothing to be scared of, man. Pullbacks happen, right? All the time, over and over and over. You get them. You never go straight up. So there was, in the end, right? I mean, the high SI, and then bearish divergence really playing out here, right? That MACD in the end was really good. So the negative momentum's building. You are very, very close to invalidating any form of hidden bullish divergence. Bitcoin cannot fall any lower, right? If it goes to test 57.4, 58.4, there will be no edge when you initially touch that level. Right, there will be no bullish divergence, nothing implying upside, but we just know it's a critical level. So that's not very good for an argument for a swing trade for a long. It wouldn't be yet. Maybe you test that level and you rally, and then you double bottom there, and then there's divergence, but nothing yet, and that sucks. But like, we look at this asset every single day, and not every single day or most days is this asset going to be giving us a true strong edge for reversal to the upside. So that's what we look for here. That's what's taught here. That's why we look at thousands of charts. What's up, T.S. Eliot? And maybe it's not on Bitcoin, but it's somewhere else out there.
T.S. Eliot,
and it's up to us to find it.
Evening, Mitch. Great to see you. Thought on dollar boil ETF? Thanks for all you do, smile. Tips hat.
Well, thank you, T.S. Eliot. 25, man. Yeah, we'll look at boil. Yeah, man. Thank it. As we discussed yesterday.
Hi, Mitch, please. Can you take a look at Benny stock? Thanks.
Yeah, we'll look at Beanie, man. Benny stock. Yep. Anonymous, thanks, man. For 20. We will. On the list. All right, so go to daily. Discussed yesterday. The bearish engulfing candle was confirmed, and you're catching follow through price action, pretty much confirming that bearish engulfing. And you haven't seen negative momentum since September 30th. It could be coming, this weekend if you catch any kind of follow through. Yeah, so you're just below a couple levels. You're below the all-time high and the high for March 14th, and the next level, probably the stronger level, would be even lower. Like, so tomorrow maybe you go test 57.4, 58.4. You're not going to have an edge there. It's not going to happen. But maybe it still reverses. That's okay. Right? I mean, it's like down here, inflection point, support, big drawdown, bullish engulfing candle, rejecting lower prices. Okay, I get it, right? For maybe more upside. All right, ran to the top. Then it broke out, and then it even back tested. Okay, makes sense maybe here. Strategically entering one of these levels. We didn't know if it was going to hold, but it ended up holding. And you can see what happens when market participants hold supports, huge markups. And so now the markup just happened. It's been going on. I'm sorry if you're here and you're late. But at these levels, it's really hard to strategize anything. I mean, all I can tell you is you don't want anything to do with Bitcoin probably short term, mid term, if it falls below 57.5. That's all I can tell you. Okay. Still think long term this thing's going to kill it, man. Q4.
Harmis, can you take a look at fun
We're good,
stock?
man. Like, one has a whole position. They didn't do anything. They're just sitting here being like, meh, whatever. It sold off. Congratulations. Who cares? Eventually, it'll rally again and go even higher. What's up? Was that anonymous? Another anonymous? What is this, dude? Anonymous? The people? We are Legion? It seems like it. PHUN. We'll look at it. It went nuts today, didn't it? Yeah, from what I recall. Yep. All right, so that's Bitcoin. Let's look at Ethereum down 2 and look at this. You know, the inflection zone between 4180, 4384. Perfect. You tested it all. You couldn't break it. You never got a daily candle close above the highest daily candle close ever. You were so close. And then maybe shooting star right there, reversal. But somehow, some way, if you can even believe this, Ethereum is holding on to that local high back from early September. It's holding it for now. And let's see if it can stay holding. Because if it does, then we're going to go test all-time highs again. And then probably break it. So that's all that's going on with Ethereum, right? I mean, clearly it's not a strategic entry area for a long right now. No, it's just not if you're using traditional technical analysis. Like, and again, these publications, this is why you are a patron or whatever. You're trying to gain a better understanding of where strategic entries are. Like right now, people are scared. Like, what's going to happen next? Like, we don't know. No, we don't know if they're going to go up. Like, literally don't know for sure if they're going up even at entries. But, you know, at those entry levels that make sense strategically, we know at least we have a greater than 50% chance that it's going to go up. Right, and if it does fail, it's easy to strategize a stop loss where you take on minimal losses and then you move on with your day. Right, I mean, look at this, dude. September 30th, the last day of the month of September, the worst performing month for crypto on record. Going into the most bullish on record. Okay, worth a shot. It's above the inflection point, third low. Nice. And there you have it. Right, pretty much. I mean, come on, man. Is that not the third target? Yeah, it is. It's like, yeah, the third target pretty much got hit in reverse. And so it's like, for someone to ask me now, the swing trader, should I buy now? It's literally, it could keep going up, and it probably will. But if we're talking about traditional technical analysis, certainly no. Certainly not the area to buy. Doesn't mean it can't keep going up. Because right now, right, without an edge, it's always a coin's flips chance. You flip the coin, and tomorrow it lands on heads. Boom, Ethereum goes to all-time highs and beyond, all right, and begins price discovery. You flip that coin tomorrow, it lands on tails. It continues downward. So, whatever. When there's no edge, there's no edge, and we don't try to force trades, but we love them at areas that make sense. Okay. So,
Peace.
So peace, yes. Thank you, Dow Jones. And index funds looking great, man. Just hanging out. I mean, S&P 500 hit all-time highs intraday. It pulled back to close, and didn't have its highest daily candle close today, but that was yesterday where it made its highest daily candle close ever. So index funds, stocks look great, man. NVIDIA hit all-time highs today. I think AMD did as well, or at least highest daily candle close ever yesterday. So Tesla doing well, right? I mean, anyway, let's go back to total. I truly do. We like totals, chat. What's going on? We got beeps going on. We got Oob in the chat, man.
Hey Mitch, can we Bell token.
Ubi, you know we will, man. All right, here come the cops. Hold on. All right. I like turtles. I like sirens. And look left. Look here, listen. You're back below that old wick high from May. That's okay. Up thrusted after making all-time highs. And again, if we just looked at Bitcoin and Ethereum that have hit profit-taking levels of just traditional trades, right? They're just, it's really tough. Like, I love it. I love this asset above the 886 or the highest daily candle close ever, 2.41 trillion. I love it there. I love it above this level. Not so concerned about the wicks, just the candle high closes from May. I don't know if this wave here is going to continue straight up or if it's going to have a minor pullback to test other levels before going higher, right? There's just not a true edge strategically for the long swing trader because you're on the tail end of, you know, reasonable profit-taking levels from entries. So welcome to this world. It's just, I wish it was sexier. I wish it was like, you know, I could talk about price predictions and stock to flow and Bitcoin's going to take over the world, man. And Houston's pension funds got Bitcoin. I mean, you know, that's really cool, but it's just not this channel. You know, it's not this stream. This is just literally business, literally looking for the same thing over and over and over on charts. And unfortunately, you know, right now it's just, it's not there. It's not there on your favorite assets. That's okay though. Long-term, love it. Love Ethereum, Bitcoin. Load it up, man. It's still got so freaking much crypto just like you do. It'll make your head spin because we know eventually in this effed up world, the mathematics and the revolutionary technologies created on some of these platforms like Ethereum and Bitcoin being the store of value and the trust behind it, the money printer go burr, all that stuff. We believe in it, man. But there's a difference between fundamentally believing in something and swing trading. It's just completely different. They're different worlds. Okay. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, total. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance, right? How did Bitcoin dominance fare today on the sell-off? Did it outperform? Did it underperform? It dumped. So it seems right after hitting that 236, that altcoins sold off and did not dump as hard as Bitcoin. They did not lose as much value as Bitcoin today, as you can see here. So I believe it. I think Ethereum right now in the selling has outperformed Bitcoin, and a lot of alts are up today substantially. It's a really mixed bag, but there's a lot of green, man. Lots of green across this market. It's just not, it's the smaller coins. Okay, Bitcoin dominance, VVol, Bitcoin volatility. Why not? Want to look at that for a sec? Would you look at this? Ooh, dumping, but hey, we got ourselves a, what if you pivot here? Is there a gap to fill? It's gonna work on filling a gap here. I don't know, man. It's volatility has been kind of slumping since the 6th of this month. It's okay. I like when volatility dumps while price dumps, meaning that it's really not that big a deal, right? It's like wouldn't you be concerned if like Bitcoin was rising in price and volatility was dumping? I think you always want to see the volatility rising with prices rising. So I think this will pivot eventually, making a higher low than PCZ, or just retesting the PCZ, and then it'll run up to 106, 121, right? Top of the range. Okay, volatility. Slumping after that huge pump from Bitcoin that kind of ended on the 20th. I mean, I think that's pretty much proven with on-chain analytics that all buyers, the long-term holders, are more stoic than they've been ever right now. And like yesterday on the dump, dude, these people are trolling me, man. Just, okay, yeah, turn your siren on. Kind of like the only drawback to living in the city now is that sirens. That's it. Everything else is good though. Love it. So worth. But yeah, like yesterday, like 17,000 plus Bitcoins was offloaded, like it was taken off exchanges and put in cold storage. Right on a day where Bitcoin dumped like that much crypto again was taken off. I mean, we're getting to crazy levels, crazy low levels of liquid supply on exchanges, which I think is obviously really, really good for the long term for Bitcoin with what's happening. Like just massive, ridiculous amounts of accumulation going on. Okay, so the B-Ball, Total, Bitcoin, Ethereum. We could look at now like Cardano and Binance if you want. Cardano's up today. Can you believe it, man? And it's really just like, it's even visible on the daily. Remember we started saying, all right, it's just price contraction. You're still contracting in price. But the good news is resolution is soon upon us because how close we are to that apex, right? The closer you get to an apex, whether it's a wedge or a triangle, the higher the probability is the breakout's coming. So we know soon we will have that resolution that we seek, whether it's down or up. If it's down, it's 185, 188, easy. If it's up, then it's 230, then 250, then 292. Very neutral. Like, it's just really tough here. I think long term, yeah, it's going to be good. Just right here, you understand that it could dump to 188 and then rally and then go to all-time highs a little later, and it's no big deal. Just like as soon as it could rally now and go to all-time highs, right? I think eventually it's going to be okay, but it's just neutral pattern, man. Really neutral here. Just a triangle, man. Higher highs, lower lows. I'm sorry. Higher lows, lower highs, excuse me. And then you got Binance. I'm just looking at it because it's large crypto. And Binance coin. Well, you know, it's still reacted to that 86. Rallied to make a lower high. There's no edge. No edge at all right now. Right? No edge. I mean, if anything, you could say the argument's real that a pullback, more of a pullback could occur. And it wouldn't be weird because this is an area where price reacts. It did react, but it's just kind of hanging in there. It's not really rolling over or anything. And if you're long on this asset, you know, your entry was like at 350-ish. So what are you even worried about? 350-ish and it's 479 now and one's already taking just a little bit of profit. What are you worried about? Just one will let this ride. One has to have conviction on their trades, right? Like they got to believe in their plan. And I think eventually Binance is going to 600 to 637. That's eventually just not going to happen overnight. We know that. Lowest risk entry areas that you could have imagined was in late September. That's it, man. That's it. You know, bullish 5 would be amazing if it went down to 429 and then rallied again. Might be a re-entry, reaccumulation area. Okay. Let's Binance. Let's look at the S&P 500 and shifting gears for a sec, knock them out, and then we can go to this request and then whatever. It's a late stream. You know, I am late. The daily candle close will be confirmed in 34 minutes, 33 minutes. And here it is, right? Your not highest candle close ever, but you did close the week above the old high from September. And you're inching closer to that maximum threshold of the bear shark where you could react. You think 45.80, and there's a lot of gaps to fill, so you think that eventually could fill. I mean, these could fill down here. Like you retrace, you make a 50% pullback, wow, a higher low, and maybe an edge could be actionable for long. The bullish 5-0, and you run on, and this money printer just keeps going burr, like it always does, man. So working a little wipe today. I mean, just been busy, been doing things all day. So Dow Jones Industrial, all-time highs today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have history. And if this stays the same, I mean, you're talking 1272, 36,200.
Hey Mitch, did ship just make a BTC wave here on a bullish harmonic? Very long-term idea from sunny Colorado.
Bro, I was just there. Literally like 2 hours ago I was there. It was sunny. It was also very, very dry. As soon as I got off the plane, my lips started chapping. They're still chapping right now. It's crazy. Just my whole body's like, I'm not used to this arid climate. And the elevation, all that stuff. But it is really pretty out there. I love it. Anyway, I had not been to Colorado since 2017, so cool to be back. And I know I'm going back this spring for skiing. You better believe it. We're going to get like a big cabin and get snowed in and do all the cool things. All right, so we have history on the Dow Jones, and it, you know, there are gaps below you could fill before making a higher low and running again. But this thing's really bullish trend, man. Money printer, go burr. And what's been the story with the NASDAQ composite to the S&P? Underperformance. Where the S&P 500 is at all-time highs, the NASDAQ composite is certainly only hanging out around the 78% retrace and no higher. That's it. So it's got a lot more work to do. Big underperformer, which is really uncharacteristic historically. NASDAQ normally always outdoes the S&P. Then your small caps that look good. I mean, it looks good, man. It's eventually we're thinking this could occur based on the wave structure that's in development now, right? With an 88% retrace on B and a higher low on C. There's only one harmonic that could be formal or real, and it'd be 2400 PCZ 1.618. This is the bearish deep crab. What's up, Eddie, man?
Is that a joint?
Lunch was good. Lunch was really good. It was just this place right next to that hangar, next to the that little private airport we were at. It was good. It was like thousands of reviews, all 5-star. Nice. You have a good weekend as well. Oh, I know I'm gonna have a good weekend. I'm gonna go watch Alabama curb stomp Tennessee on the 50-yard line tomorrow with my dad. So definitely gonna have a good one. YouTube. Get wrecked, Tennessee, by the way. I have not put any time into disrespecting Tennessee this week, and for that I apologize. Just been busy, a lot of things on my mind. But screw Tennessee. Can we get some screw Tennessees in the chat? Third weekend of October. Let's go, dude. Let's see here. So we got them out. Let's look at gold. You know, how did that end up, man? How did gold do? How did it end the week? Meh, not bad. I mean, closing near that upper resistance, man. It's real close, and we think that it's fine. It looks good. It looks like it's definitely gonna see all-time highs maybe in the next 6 months. But dude, it could be like the 6th month, and then gold's finally hitting all-time highs while Ethereum's, you know, appreciated in value almost 100% or something, right? It's just.
My hair tipped $22.22. It's been a while since I've gotten to watch live. Happy to be here with everyone. Can you look at both for me? THX Midge, Crown.
GG no re. Thank you, Mike Harrow, for the 22 Haro. Thank you, man. Good to see you again. Yes, we will add that to the list, certainly. Really? That's like it? That's all the screw Tennessees we can get? Pathetic, dude. Alright. Gold. Looks like it's double bottoming. Let's look at the weekly, because that's really been the way to kind of look at it, where it's like, it's kind of still real. It's like this idea of momentum shifting behavior is real. I like it. I like it a lot right here. Like the weekly's good. It's not about liking the asset technically, right? I think this has got a lot more upside. It's bottoming out. It definitely looks like it's bottomed out, and it's now attempting to confirm that the bottom's in a long-term uptrend. But it's the $10 trillion market cap. It's the fact that it takes so much money to move this thing that it's just not gonna perform very well compared to other assets that may not be as, whoa, you know, established as gold, 6,000 year currency, but they're probably gonna outperform gold in this inflationary environment. Even though gold will continue, it'll run up, and then Peter Schiff will be like dead, and he'll be like literally on his deathbed and being like, I told y'all gold was going up. Great dude. It's all about like opportunity cost, and like if you're sitting in this asset and then, you know, 11 years of your life goes by and it's the same effing price, it's not the same price. It's much lower in value because you're comparing the US dollar, which is toilet paper that they printed so much of it. It is not the same price. It's substantially lower in price than it was in 2011 due to, you know, how much buying power we have with this US dollar or any fiat. Yeah, let's see here. The first request was cake, and eat it too. So what we're gonna try to do here. Actually, cake looks really good, man. Like, yeah. Let's see here. Now this one's weekly. I mean, to me, it looks like it was good. Now it looks better, and it's still okay. It's just like, don't pull a cream on me, man. Like, momentum looked like it was shifting. It's above critical inflection points. It still is, but barely. But then at the same time, just above that inflection point, historical ice lines, whatever, there's the supply line that you have not broken yet. The 200-day moving average that you have not broken yet. Good God, man. You talk about a murder mystery, right? Some sort of classic whodunit thriller. Cake to the US dollar should be a movie. They should make a movie of Cake right now, because it is like, think about the most crazy action movie you've ever seen at the absolute most insane part of the movie. That's kind of what Cake's doing. Like, really, it's like, this is as crazy as it gets in terms of being stuck between multiple levels on the bottom and top side.
Screw Tennessee. Long live the Ray Dynasty.
That's it, man. That's it. Good. Go to heck, Tennessee. Man, what a day to not be cursing. Well, I'm doing that like every day on stream, but there are words I'd like to use on Tennessee. I would. Yeah, what is it, like 16 years in a row Alabama's beat Tennessee in this rivalry. We can call it a rivalry anymore, right? It's like every time we have a winner, whoever wins smokes cigars. And the pilot of the jet today is an Alabama fan. And he said, get out your cigars. I told him I was going to the game tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, well, right by now, we got lung cancer. We smoked so many cigars, right, from beating Tennessee so many times because they suck. Excuse me. Sorry, that's me coughing because, So that's your cake, man. Talk about indecision. Talk about if it holds 1896, then you're good. If it doesn't, it could be a long way down. It just it's hard. We need market participants to pay attention and be like, when are you market maker going to start buying this asset? It's now. Like, do it. It's time. Composite, man. What you doing, man? You just confirming these levels as support again. Right? You're in the middle of a wave. Come on. Make it happen.
Can we please look at MIA/USD, good sir?
Sure, that was a trade
Many
setup.
thanks.
Yep, it was beautiful. Okay, is there an edge? Not necessarily an edge, really. It's more like hidden bearish divergence on the daily. Long extended hidden bearish divergence, and yeah, man. To be back testing a spring, it's not doing very well, right? Let's just see what happens. You know where we are. It's cue up the critical area song, play it for Cake on repeat. All right, next one. That's been super hot. It's been boiling. So we had looked at it like this before. It had that crazy buying climax. Like the harmonic structure, the 1.618, the inflection points. It broke through it, and once you broke through the inflection points, what's a 1.618 by itself gonna do? It's gonna be pretty weak.
Carries on. See you tomorrow, my Bama true son. P.S. Stop tipping Mitch $19.54 or $19.99 or $19, you cheap plebs. It's $20.
Thank you, Bear Bryant, for defending the integrity of the contribution amount. Thank you, dude. Yes. You are always with me. And when you feel like you can't do any more in live chat, you must dig deeper, as Paul Bear Bryant would say. Dig deeper. So yeah, you could certainly undeniably say on Boyle, there is daily hidden bullish divergence and development on both oscillators, implying a continuation. Certainly not at a value area, but you could definitely say there is somewhat of an edge right here after from that previous swing low to high, 88% retrace. So full reset and an uptrend. You could clearly see and even plot on the daily the shark. Yes, the shark. It's the shark. It's perfect, man. And very visible on a significant time scale, which is really interesting. I mean, being above 65 bucks is really good. And you're trying to tell me this pattern's presented itself above 65 bucks. I mean, you know the target, if it holds here, which I don't know if it's going to hold. You never truly know, but if it does, the target is 97.66 and well beyond. Or look left, my God. You got yourself 113, 120 is your target above around $100. Okay. That's a really nice structure right there. Undeniable and very visible and discernible. So it's not bad. It's just, you know, in a really big uptrend. And this could be a bottom. It could be bottoming out right now. It certainly could. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Let's go to the 4 hour, I guess, see if there's confirmation low. No, but there's you're kind of diverging. Like Boyle's definitely kind of so it's good, right? You've got that hidden bullish divergence develop on the daily, and then kind of like a low, and then the low. You see a really real high, and then another low, and you can see that you're diverging here. You haven't seen positive momentum since October 6th. This could usher in. I mean, like it really could if you coincide this the way it looks on the 4 hour oscillator with the daily. It's pretty good. I mean, with the pattern, with the harmonic structure, yeah, man, this is almost like kind of actionable with just, I think, a stop loss below 65.11, but maybe probably below D, you know, to be safe. Yeah, energy is hot, oil is hot, man, and it all looks pretty good right here for more upside. That's Boyle. Oh yeah, we got Discord, men. Yeah, join the Discord. If you're watching the stream and you're not on the Discord, you're literally doing it wrong. You're not gonna get notified when I go live on YouTube. And I'll pin that real quick. So you have it. Okay, next request is this. Don't tell me it's an S coin. It's not. Oof. Oh man. So we have an asset that was okay of a request, and then we go to one that's not a good request. I mean, again, I am very grateful for the contributions, for any contribution, right? Always. But we're better than that. We're better than just
Ghost of DJ
look at this
Ghost
crap,
tipped
you know.
$21.23. TVK/USDT. Something spooky. Crossing the creek. Thank you.
Thank you, Ghost of DJT. Thank you, man. 2123. Thank you, man. We'll look at it. He jumping across the creek. Hey, it's a Wyckoff term. It's pretty good. Sounds promising. We'll look. This though, BENE. There's literally nothing to look at here. Right, nothing. It went berserk today based on nothing that's technical and has pulled back tremendously. Very volatile. And that's it. Like, look at the data. This is all the data that exists on this chart. So you requested it. You tipped 20 bucks and very grateful. But you get, when you tip 20 bucks to look at something and it looks like this, what do I do with my hands? Right? Brad? What do I do with my hands, man? We got to move on, right? I mean, sorry. But again, thank you for the contribution, Anonymous. Okay, so all we can do is look back in hindsight here because this asset is up 471%. At one point we were here, and this was real good, but like I guess I have not been here in a while. But you can clearly see some sort of M-shaped structure, right? With the X, the A, the B, the C, the D, far too deep on B. But look what happened in the end. I mean, this is the stuff, right, you're looking for. It normally doesn't play out like this, but right? I mean, we have to just look back, because if it's up 471% today, how can you do anything but look back and look at hindsight? Yeah. So I don't look at PHUN every day. It's not on my watch list. But someone requested it a long time. At some point, and I have these lines here. I have memory of this place. But look how it ended, right? It bottomed out. And these are things like that you're looking for. So a nice educational chart, despite the fact that it did pump. Nothing to do now, no action to take, but to become learned and to brush up on what we're looking for. What we're always looking for, chat, are assets that lose 88% of their value or around that. Well, check. Then we're looking for assets to bottom out and then confirm the bottom with a second low. Check. Maybe some divergence sprinkled in at near the 886. There was certainly some bullish divergence on both oscillators from different valleys, right? Locally, from this low September 16th to the lowest low October 5th on the MACD, you had it. Heck, you could even extend it and say it ended up being like even more, and then look at your RSI. It was beautiful, like a low, then a slightly higher low in oversold territory. That's your bad action magnet move confirmation. And actually, really, if you're technical, it was Class C. Class C bullish divergence, where you double bottom on the oscillator, and well, it's actually, you make a higher low or a lower low on the, it was kind of like Class C hidden bullish divergence because it was a slightly lower low. So you had classic bullish divergence here locally on the MACD, and then here you had hidden bullish divergence. So I'll make it teal there so you can see it. Classic's always bright green, and then hidden's always teal. I try to make it that way so people can discern it. So that's the stuff, I mean, like what dreams can be made of. And it seems like this time dreams were made. People's lives changed, I'm sure. Ran up to hit a resistance and pulled back there. Nice.
Hey bro, sick jet photo on Nick. Can we check into Harmony
Thanks,
1?
man.
I think it looks great for a pump very soon. Hit me with the deets.
The deets? What's the deets, man? We'll look at it. Pong. Much love. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. I guess I'm an Instagram influencer now, officially. Right? They accepted me into their tribe because of the private jet. Cool. Yep, so beyond that, that's all we could do on this one. It played out. Really cool to see it play out. When you apply the same traditional technical analysis we talk about every day, it happened. There was opportunity here if you're paying attention. I wasn't paying attention to fun, pretty hot and pretty hot and tempting. I don't know. The next one, let's look at spell. It's a token, dude. But what kind of token? Is it like a fire spell? An ice spell? Where's the data on this spell, dude? Nope. No, it doesn't look like there's much data at all. Anywhere. Nope. Alright, we're just going to go with this one. Okay, here we are. So there you have it. I mean, you're the top of a range. Bearish divergence kind of developing. There's no way to strategically set up a long entry here at all. Not really. There's probably a demand line right here. It's almost like the entire chart's an ascending triangle. But you're far away from the demand line and you're just failing to break the candle high close from October 12th. This is all I can do for you. This is it, man. There are not enough candles to really do real TA here. This is it. Support resistance and demand lines. Cool. All right, we gotta move on. I mean, if it breaks, if it breaks 21 cents, maybe we could use Fibonacci here and maybe we should go from that high to the low here. And your targets, if it did break out above 2.1 cents, 2.37 cents is the 1272. That's probably where it would head to first. And then things got whack or got crazy. 1.618 to 2.7 cents up there. So that's all I can do, man. Give you some fib extensions if a breakout occurs. And it looks like it might be breaking out at some point in the future, but maybe not right now. No way to strategize really along if you're playing the numbers game.
BCHG please. Bitcoin Cash Grayscale Fund.
Good. What's up, Jalen Hurts, man? How you doing? You able to throw yet? Just kidding. Thanks, man. All right, next one was from Spell to, is it Nest coin? No, thankfully. I always check now though, dude. I'm always like, I type the ticker in, then I put U next to it. If the U doesn't pop up, I know. All right, well, Maritime Holdings. I don't think I've ever been here. The trend is literally terrible. It's long-term bearish. Not a good start. But recently it found a bottom and had a huge buying climax and then bottomed out, created a base around 87 cents, and then you've got the top here of the range, maybe right here. Clearly double top up thrusted through it, and you even back tested the up thrust as resistance on the 8th of this month, and you've dumped, and now you're in the middle of the range. This is where you don't touch it. I get maybe right here the distribution is very, very real right here. I would not be if you're in the midpoint of a trading range, it's just it's almost impossible to size up stop losses. I don't care if you're talking about a harmonic where you take a low right here. The real swing low is right here from August 4th. That's the low. So I think there's more downside. Classic distribution going on below the 200 moving average. I wouldn't touch this right now. Just got oversold, your lowest RSI you've seen since April. The negative momentum's building. There is no edge. There's nothing implying that sellers are exhausted right now on C Energy Maritime Holdings Corporation. There's the 200-day moving average being tested. You held it today, but certainly no edge on the daily either. Lower highs. No inflection point, really. I just wouldn't touch it. I would wait till deeper retraces, and then maybe we could start talking when it hits 88% retraces from its previous lows. Nothing yet. Nothing yet, sorry. The ship has run aground. Nice one, dude. Oh, B2C wave here. B2C. Nah, it'd be working on C to D right now. Colorado Trader with X being probably like August 5th slow. Dang, dude, I'm wiped out. I'm exhausted, man. I'm so tired. Crap. Swole. GGAL. Grupo Financiero Galicia. That's what it is. Well, look at that. I mean, that is what the dream can be made of, okay? When an asset, how many times we got to do it? How many times you got to see it happen? A strategic entry area was around 922 to 942. As you can see, you broke that major inflection point from history, and then you back tested it as support. And when you did that, hidden bullish divergence developed on the daily, right? From a low on price to the higher low at the inflection point. So the continuation was implied on a significant time scale, and that was it. That's all, I guess, all it took. And it's been running. And what would be the next target after this? I mean, the major ones, way up at 1723, 1846. You got to go back, look at the price action correlation historically, right? Yeah, look at that. This level is so real. I think if one's in GGAL and they're in at 922, 948 and above, I don't think one would settle on taking profit before 1723, 1850, because I think that is probably where it's going eventually if one's patient. Stupid amounts of accumulation and development. You just look at the double bottom and then the higher low, and then you run up and you sell off and you make another higher low. Man, but it's It's in the back test this spring. Now you're in good shape on GGL. Just won't be holding here and just waiting for $17+ to take some profit. Yeah, this is a good hold right now. A good long, and it might take a month though. It could take a while. It's a daily time scale, but you're above extremely real resistances, supports that go all the way back to 2004 and somewhat 2001. So GGL, nice one. It's good, and I think there's a lot more upside on this eventually. All right, moving on. The next one was an old, well, not old. It's kind of newer trade setup. And it's good, man. It's real good. I just gotta find it. Give me a sec. The one with the data. There it is. Holy crap, chat. Here we are. You didn't quite. You have not hit the first target of the trade setup, though, if you can even believe it. But I didn't even delete the. Here they are. Right, taking the entry on the confirmation low with bullish divergence at the pattern completion zone of a bullish Bartley pattern. It's the same. It's like a formula. It's Heisenberg's blue. He doesn't change the formula. This is the same formula, man. Confirmation lows at value perceived areas with the seller exhaustion implied. That's it. So 366, 425, 495 are targets. Just look left. Inflection points, major ones, and then the top of the harmonic. You know, to top it off. So that's like that. That's it. This is well off the entry, well on the way to the first target, and it's just testing other levels that it's going to take a minute to absorb the remaining supply. And it's not helpful that Bitcoin's dumping, you know, today, not doing well. Bitcoin's back testing on the 4 hour at 61,248 as resistance. For 8 hours now, it's testing it as resistance. Good. So it's like, yeah, I mean, you just can't be surprised if Bitcoin sees 58,350. But if we get back above 61,250 on Bitcoin, I mean, you got a real good chance of seeing 64,500 again. What's up, Tails? Things the 20, dude. Yeah, look at Omi. You my Omi, dude. To the US dollar. Tether. Okay, this is it, man. There's just like, what do you want, man? I mean, like, if you want me to pull it up, I guess I can. You know, these are just like, dude, you figure it out and we're good, right? There was 12-hour quadruple bullish divergence, a confirmation low at the pattern completion zone of a ghoulish. It's a ghoulish Bartley. It's a bullish Bartley, or a ghoulish. Yeah, it's a ghoulish Bartley because Halloween is upon us, and when you switch Gartley or the G and the B, it's the ghoulish Bartley. We're gonna go with that. Stop loss marginally below the daily candle close from July 20th, which was the confirmation low. And if you look, you can see how it was strategized. This was posted on the 13th of October. Here it is, right? This is right. Am I crazy here? Dang, man, that makes sense. I want people to say, this is resonating with me. I'm getting value out of this stream. Watching this stream is benefiting my life. It's helping me. It's not a detriment. It's helping. And my life will probably be better because I'm watching this stream, or will continue to improve. Right? That's, hopefully you understand while we're doing these play-by-plays. We keep looking at these. We do requests, right? It's on its way, man. It's just the beginning. Okay, gotta move on. All right, next one was. There's more data right on another chart, maybe. Yeah, maybe. There we go. That's all the data. I have memory of this place, and it's TVK, and you see what's going on here. Yeah, it's a bullish Gartley that's literally perfect. It's a perfect specimen bullish Gartley. It's not a Bartley. It's actually there, and like the arrow is pointing to where eventually this is what it's probably going to do. It made an extremely real full reset from its lowest low ever December of last year to its highest high. It lost 95% of its value, and then this harmonic structure was created. The reset is complete, and it is time to begin another wave to the upside, and it will take a time, but eventually this is where we're looking. And shorter term, more reasonable targets that are still aggressive, 42 cents and 50 cents, 49 cents to be safe. The top of the harmonics are always going to be your aggressive targets for the harmonic, but these harmonics develop at these levels, and when we see them in this context specifically, we know it can go substantially higher than just the top of the harmonic. Because we think about wave analysis within wave analysis, the X, the A, the B, the C, and then the D. That's a huge, right, bat pattern potentially. And the C to D wave would take ye above $1. Yes, the bullish Gartley would be the X, the B, and the C. TVK, very good. Dead chat, hello, we still here? Everyone okay on a Friday, man? All right, moving on. Harmony, all right, so this was the one where we didn't really know, but we just kind of like, at one point it looked like momentum was shifting. It was at an inflection point. The analysis we gave long before this markup was, if there is enough demand from buyers to hold us above a critical inflection point, you could go much, much higher, busted head and shoulders idea, right? But same thing, same time, if it couldn't hold, it could dump. But we did discuss the last time we analyzed this was that slight amount of acceleration, right? Accumulation became very real. You are already showing accumulation, but then it started accelerating, and look at that, you broke out. I think we had I don't know, my data didn't save, I swear to God, like last time we looked at this, it was like, okay, we started talking about it being a triangle, and it broke out of the triangle and back tested it, and now it's going upward, and now it's at all-time highs. So yep, just literally go back the last time I did this, and this is what we did. I don't know where we're going to it went. I'm hoping this is what Cardano does, right? It's like, oh, it's neutral, and then it's bullish. All right, so we have a new day upon us. It is honestly, man. Bearish and golden candle, follow through, confirmed on the daily for Bitcoin. Good. Could easily see 58,343 again, and it wouldn't be weird. Just as easy as it could break 61,250 and go up to 64,582. This is just not the area where you're able to apply traditional technical analysis to gain an edge on knowing where Bitcoin might be going next. It's just not the time. There will be another time, like always, but just right now, it's, hey, we placed our bets, our long-term bets on Bitcoin and Ethereum long ago. Many thousands, tens of thousands of dollars lower. We don't care, right? The trader's like, yeah, great profit-taking levels. It makes all sense and stuff. But we believe in what's going on with this market. We believe wholeheartedly that this is kind of the savior of this effed up world that has... It's been going on, but the acceleration of the effed upness of this world really started, as somehow 300 yards away from a level 4 biosafety lab in China, Wuhan bats somehow gave a virus. Okay. That's when all this crazy psycho world we live in started accelerating. And one of the only things that makes sense to me out of all of it is Bitcoin, because of the supply, the finite supply, and its decentralized aspect and its unhackability, right? That's a better argument than literally anything else out there. Come on, I mean, like, really, dude. Yeah, literally bearish bats, but it wasn't a bat. That's the whole point, dude. It wasn't. It was literally a lie from a communist government. Oh, imagine a communist government actually telling you the truth. Ever. They're not. All right, let's see. The next request was, okay, so let's just talk about if it's breaking all-time highs. Okay, if it's going to continue, you just Fibonacci. You could do a couple ways. You could be really aggressive here. I mean, I'm talking you could be really aggressive. I mean, you could do major Fibonacci extensions going back from this high to low here. Or you could go from this high to low here for more. Let's just do this. If it's really breaking out, it's all-time highs. All right, you're right now testing the 1272 again. The next fib extension node would be 29 cents, and the 1.618 major one would be 32.75 cents way up here. Those would be your targets. It's kind of at one again, but these are the next levels. Okay. BCHG, let's go. Grayscale, you know, again, on this stuff, man, I haven't looked at this in so long. Last time I looked at it, there was a pretty cool pattern. It has lost all its value. That is real bad, dude. I would never put any money in BCHG. But if one cares about this asset, then it'd probably be in one's best interest to be looking at the underlying asset, the spot price of Bitcoin Cash, not this trash. It lost all its value. Is there a harmonic down here? It looks like there was a shark that has reacted pretty well. The X, the A, the B, and the C, and then the D. So yeah, you got an M shape. You've rallied, but it almost looks like, are you double topping here? One high and now a confirmation high. I mean, like, whatever. Again, you can have fun with this. It's there. Maybe this is the bottom. I don't know. There was certainly on the 4-hour bullish divergence. What about the daily? The daily, oh, really strong bullish divergence, man. Like, wow, all over the place. Look at this low, lowest low, or lower low, then lowest low. Yeah, divergence is really good, and it did reverse some, but not by much. Again, it's like, imagine owning Bitcoin Cash over Bitcoin, but then imagine owning a derivative of owning Bitcoin Cash over Bitcoin. Gross. But yeah, maybe there's upside. Maybe it bottoms out. Maybe this is the bottom. Yeah, sure, maybe it is. I don't know. But yeah. Can't get much lower than 427. You can only go to 0, I guess. Okay, next one. As Bitcoin's dumping immediately on a new day, a little bit. $137. All right, so look at this bearish divergence. This is really good, man. It's like all this bearish divergence on the daily.
Bitcoin, bullish bat on 1H chart. I'm led longing it and celebrating the tendies with you tomorrow night after Curbs stomping Tennessee first.
Thank you, Nick Saban. Thank you, Nick Saban, for the threes. Okay, he's playing the 60-minute on the weekend. Let's go to Weekend Warriors Assemble. So with OMI, I love this. I'm really digging this asset right now based on the price action. You showed extremely clear bearish signals. You sold off. But what happened today when Bitcoin dumped? Bullish engulfing candle confirmed above the candle high close from April 27th. And now, because of that, it's ushering in triple MACD, hidden bullish divergence. Impending price action continuation implied. Wonderful. On both the oscillators, too. I mean, if you have a 6.8 tenths of 1 cent, you're in real good shape to go see 9.1 tenths of 1 cent. And if you ever break that, you're going to a penny and beyond, 1.2 pennies. So this actually looks pretty good for a continuation if the daily bullish engulfing candle stays valid, and you're above a resistance and you're showing seller exhaustion. That's some pretty good combination variables right there. It's not bad. Yeah, OMI is all right. He says the daily. I don't know about 3 day, man. 3 day, you got 2 days to go working on a bullish engulfing candle, but who knows what will happen. It's not even a real inflection point on the 3-day. So I think if it's going to keep going, 9.1 tenths of 1 cent. Okay. And theta was the next one, which I love theta here. Anything above 580 to 626 is bullish as F. Okay. Hey, look, it's that same thing. The harmonic. Okay, you have a harmonic, a bullish cipher that hit the reaction low and then the reversal low. What happened at the reversal low? It literally reversed, sprung back above a major inflection zone, fell kind of below it, and it's really kind of sprung back, tested the spring again, holding above the 200 moving average. Anything above 626 is really bullish, and I think minimum target eventually is 844, then like $10 on theta. Gonna be real tough with Bitcoin selling off, but it's doing fine. It's doing very well. Right, it had a big reset, lost like all its value from this previous lows, and then the it broke a supply line, and then the M shape. This is really good. I think upside eventually. This, like what I was talking about on the other one. Eventually, this could go to this again. This is why wave structures, right? X, A, B, C, D. The 886 at previous all-time highs, but yeah, that's it. The harmonic is the A, the B, and the C of the much larger wave structure. There you go. That was the last one until now.
Looks like Hex is breaking out of local downtrend. I think
Hex is okay. Hex could be trying to confirm a bottom here.
Perfect 618 at C. What do you think? Thanks.
Oh, I'm not sure about a bearish bat, dude. I will look at this like you made your bullish butterfly, you reacted, there was an extremely real, undeniable bullish hammer. It was perfect. It rallied and tested 35 to 35 cents on the daily. You can't see it here, I don't know why. Then it sold off, and now it's trying to pivot again and make another low, and this could be the confirmation low, and a higher low is strong. It's more people own the asset than they did before on the confirmation low. It's not bad. So this could be potentially being put in. You don't know though. It could sell off and come back down to 25 cents lower. Like it's dumps here, Bitcoin dumps or something. I don't know. But like yeah, like you're working on that. And anytime on a harmonic where you've got a confirmation low at a PCZ of it, this is where you could make another run up. Break 35 cents and it could go straight up to 43.5 cents. You're working on it, but you don't really. I'm not really that sure if it's done. If it's like that rally right there made it is the pivot and the bottom's in and it's going to keep going, or if it's going to sell off one more time and make a lower low and then just kind of bottom out around where the hammer was created. I don't know. So it's starting to look better and better at this level. Yep, sure. Yes. Nah, the volume on here is screwed up. Wherever the current candle is, the volume always looks weird like that. So I would pay no attention to the volume on this. It's just the way it's always been. Weird.
Robbie Mac tipped $21.79. Hey Mitch, love your work mate. Can you check out Red Fox Labs? Cheers, thumbs up.
It's actually NS coin. R Fox, thanks dude. Yep. I can't say there's any value here. The time for you as a market participant would be to be requesting this asset in mid-October. Because if you would have requested this asset in mid-October, I most likely would have made this an effing trade setup. Because it was confirming a bottom at a deep 88% retrace from the previous low and spring back testing for a second time. Yeah, it's over. It played out. We missed it. Nothing to look at now besides how incredible the TA was respected when it was time, right? This was literally perfect. But again, I don't know now. Like, what do you want? It's like it's played out, right? It's hitting like the top of a range, and that's it. You see, it's a big range. It's straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So straight up again. And now it's in the midpoint of the range. I don't know. It could just go up again and test the level and break it and go moon. Or it dumps and comes back down to 3.2 to 3.5 cents. You get it? It's over. You missed it. You missed the trade on this one. So next time request Red Fox when it's at levels that make sense for an entry for a trade versus now where there is no entry for a trade really at all. None. I mean, whatever. The thing is, though, right? That's the 4 hour, and you missed it. But if you look at the daily or something, or the weekly, it starts looking real good. And it's kind of starting to remind me of XPR. XPR. Where if it does eventually break 9.4 cents, it could go insane. We're talking upside potential. You're looking around like 27 cents, man. Because that's the overhead resistance. It could go there. So pay attention to it. Kevin, in your watch list, you did miss the best entry where the genius money goes long. But it doesn't mean like that there's something greater in development here than just really cool spring back test to spring. It could be confirming its bottom and could eventually go on an insane run up. R box. There you go. That's it. And that was the last request. Thank you all for coming out today. I am exhausted. It's been a long day for me. And I'll just leave it with this, man. There was a time, there are many times when Bitcoin shows us an edge, and right now there is none. I can think like where it is, that you could hold 60K. Or if it doesn't, it's going straight down to 58,350. And that's really where we're going to see what Bitcoin's made of. I mean, you just got this really offshoot chance. Jim Carrey, so you're saying there's a chance of hidden bullish divergence. If it decides to hold here and starts rallying, it could develop, but it's just too early to tell, and could within like the next 4 hours could be invalidated like it was nothing. So I can't put much faith in any kind of potential developing hidden bullish divergence, because it's like so close to being invalidated already before it even develops. It's nothing to ever have any faith in, so. All right, so thanks so much for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I've been live 1 hour, 15 minutes. So if you're enjoying the live stream, if you enjoyed it, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Just kind of get some rest. Got stuff going on tomorrow too. So love y'all. Best community out there. Join the Discord, join the Patreon. And as always, respect the TA.
music eases the soul. Well, maybe that's because music, it comes from the soul. I've also heard folks say that music, it tames the savage beast.